We just saw, I think it was even last week, early this week, Lynn Wood, the former MAGA Trump attorney, maybe he still is at this point, exposed Michael Flynn and his QAnon bashing on audio recording. Well, Lynn Wood is continuing his assault and his anger and his revealing actions towards yet another conservative, Tucker Carlson here. And he released, apparently, allegedly, an email from Tucker Carlson, between Tucker Carlson and their #1 nemesis, Hunter Biden. Let's go to some of this from Vice News. So a leaked copy of an email exchange between Hunter Biden and Tucker Carlson suggests that the Fox News host once asked the now president's son to write a college recommendation letter for his son, Tucker's son. So Tucker's son's name is Buckley. His name is Buckley. And he was trying to get into Georgetown, which is Hunter Biden's alma mater, because that's how people do things with legacies. Either your kids get in or someone I suggest should get in as well. So this is from the email exchange. Tucker says, "I can't thank you enough for writing that letter to Georgetown on Buckley's behalf." It is in 2014. So nice of you. I know it'll help. Hope you're great. And we can all get dinner soon. Oh, they're so buddies. So this email was originally, by the way, it got leaked by Lynn Wood, but it was originally put out there by an election truther, and it was spread on Telegram. That's where Lynn Wood got a hold of it and started doing things like that, because he's mad at everyone. By the way, this all originates. His anger, in case you guys forgot, is with Mike Flynn, Tucker Carlson, a few others that decided first. Tucker Carlson interviewed Rittenhouse after he got acquitted. And then Rittenhouse went out there and bashed Lynn Wood as this crazed attorney that kept him in prison, stole his money. And so now Tucker Carlson's facilitated that, and they're all yanking at the arms of Rittenhouse to see how much money they can shake out of him, which they're all doing at the same time. So now the battle for the money surrounding Rittenhouse is on. So you gotta start exposing each other. So lastly, this is the last thing Lynn Wood also said about this. "When I sue Tucker Carlson and Fox News and take old Tucker Boyd's sworn testimony upon cross-examination, I'll be sure to ask him all about this buddy-buddy relationship of years with Hunter Biden, exclamation point, 3 to 4 of them." Does this have anything to do with law?
Yeah.
This is a defamation suit?
No, he's gonna release the Kraken any minute legally, and then there'll be massive dumps, as Trump said. And then obviously once the pillows guy comes in, and then we got him, okay? Look, it's Lynn Wood, so ravings of a lunatic mind. I was not at all sure that this is real.
Right.
But on the other hand, it was given to you by a truther, so it must be true. But it turns out Tucker didn't deny it. No one involved in the story has denied it. So it looks like it might be true, which is actually the most shocking part of this whole story. But I love what Brett Ehrlich said during our production meeting on this. He's like, has there ever been a whiter story than Tucker asking Hunter for a recommendation for Buckley to go to Georgetown? Okay, those might be the 3 whitest names in America: Tucker, Buckley, and Hunter. Just a fun side fact.
Yeah.
I very much question whether this is real or not, but I think it does create an interesting, thought about why Tucker was so interested in Hunter Biden's laptop. Maybe he wanted to control the information that was getting out of there. Are these their only emails? I want to know more about their friendships. Like, did they sit poolside and drink Bud Lights together? Like, how far does this go? How deep does this go?
Well, I mean, look, the end of that said, "Hope you're great and we can all get dinner soon." There's a relationship.
So guys, so here I give you a general thing. I don't know specifically about the Hunters and the Tuckers and all that stuff. But what Tucker Carlson then later said about Hunter Biden is really interesting. I'll get to that in a second. But so when I was at MSNBC, I used to get invited to the fancy brunches at the White House Correspondent Dinner Weekend and stuff like that. And then when I left and told folks that they are just supporting corporate Democrats, I got disinvited from all the brunches. Okay, I know it was a big shock, right? They were good brunches, to be fair. Anyways,
it was so good.
And I've told the story many times, but the star at all of those things was Tucker Carlson. And so back then he was not a Fox News host. He was doing the circuit between CNN and MSNBC. I know there must be some sort of legal obligation for every cable news channel to hire Tucker Carlson, because they have. And back in the day, you used to get terrible ratings. That was the bow tie era, right? When he was in the bow tie era, Everyone in Washington knew him and loved him. In one of the parties, he was riding a tricycle around in the street, and everybody's like, "Oh, Tucker, what a smashing good time we're all having. Oh, he's such a great chap. Where is Buckley anyway?" Right? And so back then, Tucker Carlson asking Hunter Biden for a favor would have been the most normal thing that ever happened in Washington. The political people and the media people all knew each other. They are the elites. Tucker Carlson's the heir of the Swanson fortune. Hunter Biden is the heir to the Biden legacy. It is very normal that they would know each other without knowing the specifics of this relationship. And asking for a reference or a recommendation for a college, that's like, it's fairly normal, first of all, right? But it's something that would happen here. Then, though, later, of course, when Tucker Carlson starts doing cosplay of a populist, and he starts putting on his flannel shirt and his log cabin from his home, and oh yeah, the January 6th guys are awesome American patriots, plus Antifa, plus FBI, and he starts doing the lunatic stuff. If you remember, he once claimed that he had the secret information from Hunter Biden's laptop and made a giant big deal about it before the election. And then everybody's like, "Okay, where is it?" And they said, "Oh, we got lost in the mail."
Oh, that's right.
Remember that? I'm not joking. He said, "Oh, goddamn you, United States Postal Office, I gave it to them." Well, if it was that important and it was going to affect the election and the whole country and the world, well, apparently you love the post office because maybe DeJoy lost it. How's that for ironic? Okay, but at the time he said, "Now look, we're not here to pile on Hunter Biden, and this is not about any of that." And he said like some slightly nice things. I'm like, one, I don't believe you, but maybe he said it back then, those slightly nice things, because he knows he's actually friends with Hunter Biden, and that might come out later, and so he could have his standard plausible deniability. "Oh, to me, Hunter, I said not to pile on the guy." And then later, he then went on to do a segment where he said Hunter Biden had kiddie porn on the laptop, which is not true. He made that up. And so apparently they're not, Biffy and Buffy anymore. That's BFF. For all the cool kids out there, okay. So now that Hunter Biden and Tucker Carlson aren't dating, now he's all of a sudden it's kiddie porn. That's I got him. He's part of the elites.
Well, there's other little. I'm sorry, we're going, but the other elements to this also. I did see this part of it. It was the 2014 that matches up with Buckley's college days. He just graduated. He, by the way, not Georgetown. Ended up going, I think, to the University of Virginia.
Yeah. He graduated
in 2019.
2019,
which matches up with this letter writing.
Yeah, it does match up. The dates do match up.
And number two, he didn't get to go to Georgetown. We don't know if he tried, didn't get accepted, or whatever. Maybe the letter was actually not good enough, and he's like, "Oh, damn, Hunter."
Oh yeah, that's what he's
like.
Probably
It was
mad.
the origin stories of when Tucker went full evil. It's like he was sitting down with his head down, and he read the letter. He goes, "This letter sucks." Hunter!
I love the origin story.
And then his eyes went red and the bow tie flipped off.
Yeah. Well, I want to see what else is in that laptop. Okay. The joy.
He was Joker-fied by Hunter Biden.
And then he tripped and fell into a vat of acid and came out as the Joker in a flannel shirt. Thanks for watching The Young Turks. Really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.